Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since my last video, but I couldn't resist showing you what I got for the Hobonichi 2023 spring release. And this just arrived today, and I just really am very excited to show you what I got. First, I have this bag, and I think this is a gift bag from Hobonichi, and it was part of one of the deals that they have where they group a lot of the products together. And with this purchase, I got the bag as well as several other goodies. I was most excited about one of the goodies from this set, and I'll be showing you that in a bit. And these are the other goodies that I got as part of that set. There's another set that I was interested in, but it was sold out by the time that I was making my purchase. So I got this instead because of what I'm holding now, which is the stamps. And this is made entirely out of plastic, I believe, and I don't often get these types of stamps. This is a self-inking stamp, which means that you don't need to have a separate ink pad in order to use these. So it comes with several designs or icons, and this is the one that I picked out because I feel like I'm going to get a lot of good use out of this. Unfortunately, you can't be choosing the color of the stamp that you are using because it is built in. This set also came with this Deco Rush. Now, I really love Deco Rush, but it's very expensive for what it is, in my opinion, but I'm glad to have that one. And this set also comes with a set of sailor pens. Now, these are brush pens made by one of my favorite ink makers, ink and fountain pen makers of all time, and that is Sailor. And I don't think you can pick the colors that you will be getting, but I'm glad to have these colors because they are really what I gravitate towards. Some really deep colors, greens, purples, and of course we're very happy to have our pink one. I already have that color, by the way, but I'm glad to have an extra one. So it has a brush tip and a fine tip, and they all are going into my little bag all together. And now I'm showing you some of the accessories that are still in that I haven't shown you, that I also ordered, and these are cover and covers. So I have the A6 and the A5 as well as an A5 cover, and this is a very rare occasion in my channel and in my life that I purchased an A5 cover. These are some of the more expensive items in the Hobonichi Weeks, or rather Hobonichi website. That's why I tend to use mine for years and years before I even replaced. Actually, this is the first time I'm buying one again after my first one. This is only my second one, and this is just a regular line. It's made out of, I think, a blend of polyester or complete. Well, all polyesters are a blend. It's not just going to be polyester because that's complete plastic. So this is more affordable than the other ones, but it was a good color scheme because it matches this postcard, which is the reason why I bought all these items from the Hobonichi store. I just really wanted this postcard in the beginning. This was the first thing that I added to my cart, and this is part of the flower art line that they have, and they have that every year, but they didn't have it for the regular release. They don't have an English version for it, which is unfortunate. This is the Tomitaro Makino artworks in that postcard, and it also comes with this A6 notebook. Now, this is just a notebook, it's not part of the Hobonichi planners, but it is Tomoe River paper, and it is bound very similarly to the Hobonichi books, and it has foiling. So everything at the back is foiled, and the material is actually thicker, and this was mentioned in the Instagram of Hobonichi Global, it is thicker than the regular Hobonichi notebooks. That line also comes with this beautiful A6 cover. Unfortunately, there's no A5, so I got the A6. And actually, this is made out of canvas, which is very rare for Hobonichi to have just a canvas cover. It's usually canvas, very thick canvas, with a laminate on top, similar to the 𝔼𝕝𝕉𝕟𝕟𝕟𝕚 that I have, that I absolutely truly love. This one is so much thinner because it is canvas on one side, but on the other side it is polyester, similar to the A5 that I got, except that the A5 color, the gray, is warmer, but the A6 is a lot colder in terms of gray, and it has these two bookmarks. And I saw on another video that these bookmarks are thicker than the usual. It's thicker than the weeks, but it's not as thick and as luxurious as the silver white that I have, the leather weeks. So that's just to keep that in mind. But the ends are actually very good. It has treatment, so it doesn't fray. So that is really nice, unlike the Hobonichi weeks. And it only comes with a very, very tiny little pen holder. And it has no pockets on the inside. It does have pockets on the outside. And this is the profile from the top. So it's fairly thin. And what I thought at the beginning was that this is the exact form and shape of a day-free cover. It's not similar to, or not as similar with, the A6 covers, like the 𝔼𝕉𝕟𝕟𝕟𝕚 that I have and similar ones. So that's why when it goes inside a cover and cover, it actually looks even smaller. It's not fit to it, unlike the thicker Hobonichi A6 covers that they have. So that's just to keep in mind when you're purchasing. And inside the pocket you have writing, and it is by not the author, but the artist. So the artist made these drawings as part of an exploration of the fauna of Japan. They are actually very scientific. There's because they're true to scale, except that the scale isn't there. And it gets explained in the website as well. And actually the cover has the scientific name of the flower. And now we're opening this box, and I was very surprised that I got this box separate. I thought everyone was going to be inside one big box. That didn't happen. It was in the white bag from Hobonichi, and then there's a separate little box for, I guess, the more fragile things. I really don't mind because it got to me very quickly. It got shipped out on the 2nd, and it got to me today. And so I have this bunch of little beautiful things that I ordered. This is a fairly large order. The last time I ordered like this was the 2022 release. Oh, really? I feel like, no, the 2021 release. And so I also restocked on this stencil because mine got lost like a long time ago, and I really miss it because I've been using the yellow one. And then I also have this Kita strips of washi stickers. Now this actually came with the set that I showed you earlier, the one that comes with a bag, but it was packed inside the box. And so I'm showing you how the Kita works. So that is a strip of washi sticker. It has a backing, and I'm trying to fix that loose little set of strips at the bottom because it had gotten loose through transit. You can get Kita outside of Hobonichi. It's not strictly a Hobonichi product. So if you would just like to try it in your Hobonichi Tomoe River paper or Hobonichi books, then this is a good way to do it. And if you fall in love with it, there's so many other designs. And now I have the pencil boards, and there's 2 pencil boards available for this art line, the flower line. I forgot what it's called. I'll leave it in the description box down below. And then the back of this, so this is the A6 one, and it is yellow and blue, which I find not matching the colors, but it does match my A5 cover very closely. It's just that the pencil board is a little bit brighter, but they are very, very close. And of course, the Hobonichi Weeks version of that pencil board. Okay, mind that the ink that they're using for this pencil board, as well as the notebook, is not black. It's actually gray, a soft gray. And the back of the pencil board is similar to the colors of the bookmarks of the A6, which I like. I would have liked the A6 cover or pencil board to have the purple backing instead, and then the Hobonichi Weeks to have the yellow backing. Speaking of that Hobonichi Weeks, here we go, and this is the front, and I'm sure you would have seen it if you're watching this channel. You probably already know what this looks like, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you the planner anyways. It's gorgeous. The thing is, the material that they used is textured. It's plastic, but it's textured. Okay, it's not plastic, it's paper, but a laminated paper, so there's a laminate on top, but even then there is texture. It's as if it is faux linen. It wants you to have a similar texture when you touch the Weeks and when you touch the A6 cover. There's a big difference, of course, but that they're trying to simulate the feel of linen or canvas on a paper product, or at least a cover. That's just really interesting to me, and I'm glad to have this planner. This is once again going to be a spring start, so April start, and it is in Japanese. There are currently no English versions of the spring releases. Now this will be the only Japanese Hobonichi Weeks that I have for this year, so I'm glad to have that. There is foiling in the front that says 2023, and then a bunch of other things, especially the artwork. The artwork is very beautiful. The ink is brown. It's not black. When I first saw this, I thought that it was going to have the same black as the A6 cover. It's not. It's actually brown. And even the bookmark, which is the typical Hobonichi Weeks bookmark, is actually a very dark brown that matches the ink that they used for the cover. So the drawing is inked in very dark brown ink, and the bookmark is also a very dark brown color with the silver one. The silver is the same for the regular Weeks. So the back part, or the back information page, I thought was going to have a little bit of information about the artist slash scientist slash explorer. I clearly didn't read up on this. I'm sorry for that. But it was the regular Hobonichi Weeks info pages that all the other books have, so it wasn't any special. And then this is the Weeks inside the cover. I put this cover on here, but I might be taking it out because of the linen feel, which I find really interesting for me. So I have a few linen items that I hauled for this video, but actually I do have one more, and this one, it took me a long time to decide if I really wanted to get this one, and eventually I said, okay, I'll go ahead and grab myself a Stappo. And this is the Stappo that I really wanted, and I was hoping that it wasn't going to be too popular, that it was going to be sold out in seconds, like what happened with the Hobonichi Weeks Mega in Navy. But this one was available for me to purchase, put in my cart, and after so many hundreds of dollars Australian, I checked out, and now she's here. I'm so happy. Okay, so the bag itself, the Stappo, is made of canvas, a bit of polyester in the inside, so the inner lining is polyester. I'll show you that in a bit. But the hardware, as well as the fringe, the brown fringe, they're, I think, vegan leather. I wouldn't think that this is actually real leather because of the price that I paid. It's pricey, but it's not that pricey. So if it is leather, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna read up on it. That is fascinating, and I highly recommend that you get the Stappo. But I still highly recommend that you get the Stappo. This is basically a bag to put all your stationaries in. So it has the front 2 pockets. It's pretty good. You can fit your washi samplers, cards, die cuts, all the little things in the front as well as in the back. So the inside lining is a dark chocolate brown, and that is not leather, that is polyester, so it's very easy to clean. And then you have that partition there that you can, of course, take away if you're packing larger things instead of, pens. But if you're packing like little things, then you can have the little compartment. That is what it looks like. I'm filming in my kitchen dining area. So that is my background, and it has that little button up at the top, and I'm showing you why it has that in a little bit. So that pocket at the back, and then you can bend it over. So the only hard bits of this bag is actually the top where the handle is at, and the lining and the bottom. It's pretty flexible, so you can snap it back and it can lay open for you so that you can gain access to your stationery, your favorite stationeries, and very easily, especially if you're in a cafe. Unfortunately, it will not fit my A5. Now, I did not do enough research for this bag. In fact, enough research for this entire haul, so I apologize for that. And we are discovering things for the first time together, which actually I think is pretty cool too. So see here, I really wouldn't give up trying to put that planner inside the bag. Eventually I did, and I decided that it's just going to house my A6 and my Hobonichi weeks and my postcards. So it can fit all 3 of those that I have mentioned very comfortably. There's actually a space for a couple more weeks, maybe 3 if you push it, and you can stand the pen up. So that's a freebie pen. I didn't show it anymore because I showed it in the last haul that I did last year. And then it can fit the stamps, and if you're into some stamps right now like me, I am so much into stamps right now because I found out that my Kinboard could take the stamps that my Tomoe River Paper Hobonichi weeks couldn't. So I was very happy about that. And then I'm just transferring one more thing, and that is the Shikiori brush pens, and now we are all set. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this with everything in it. So there's not a lot of books inside, but so I wouldn't know if you put more than what I put in there if this was still going to hold. So now we're going to lift it. So the thing is, I'm afraid of this because it's only being held up by Velcro. I was checking if the Velcro was on right, and it looks to be holding up pretty fine now because it's completely new. But I really wouldn't recommend this for going out. If you are going out with this, I recommend putting a belt through the middle vertically, so that you can carry it around without fear that if anyone bumps into you or you bump into anything, it will just open and all your things are flying out, just like your regular romantic comedy moments. So, and also the gift bag could fit my A5, so we're all good. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want some more planning videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.